Simply Done, the podcast network.
Do you carry so much stuff in case the zombie war breaks out and you got to hightail it to the hills and you want to make sure if you're out there and you're eating pizzerias that
if the zombie war if the zombie war was ever true and it ever broke out, I'd let them eat me alive.
Why?
Because I'm not a runner.
Not a runner. You're gonna let the zombies eat you. It's a call.
Hello. Hey, what's happening? Okay. All right. Yeah, that'd be perfect.
What's that all about?
A new car.
What kind?
Mercedes.
Nice.
Just a little bit of a loner.
Who did?
Hey, Mary Jane. Put your fingers in your ears for just a second, okay? Yeah. Last night, this chick, I meet her at the Comedy Store. She says, can you give me a ride somewhere? And I said, I can't because I don't have a car right now. She goes, well, I can drive you home. I just wanted to fuck you anyway. So I bring her here. I take care of her. You know, you know what I'm talking about, right?
You did?
Yeah.
And
Next thing you know, so I asked,
this is like guy talk right now.
So I asked her, hey, is there any way you could get me a car? So she's having someone deliver it right now.
A new Mercedes.
Well, I think it's a used Mercedes, but still.
What style?
I don't know. She just said it's a Mercedes. I said,
how many
cool.
wheels?
I believe it's 4.
Sweet.
Duh.
Mary Jane, take your fingers out of your ears.
I know this tune because you know why?
Why?
This is the song that was playing last week when we did the show.
Let me get this. Coming to you pre-recorded from Simply Done, the Podcast Network studios at a secret location in West Hollywood, California. It's the Big 3 Podcast. Hi, once again, I'm your pal, Don Barris.
Hi, once again, I'm your pal, Maul.
And I don't know who the hell I am.
That's the way you do it?
Yeah, fuck this. I'm Scary Perry, the king of Friday Night Comedy.
This week, I think I've gotten more people get in touch with me through private messages on Facebook, Simply Don, and on Twitter. People have been getting in touch with me. And more people have asked me about this, and they kind of thank me, and this kind of involves you.
It involves me?
Yeah. They were really, really happy that I clarified what happened with you and Randy Callahan.
What did
Well,
happen
let me
with
say
you guys?
this,
No,
man.
but it's a little tiresome. These people saying that you blew him. You didn't blow him.
Of course not.
No, I have no idea where they got this in the first place. But you know what? I'm glad last week we were able to settle this whole thing.
Excuse me for a moment. I have a new theory that I came up with recently.
What's that?
Ladies and gentlemen, I present to the jury something I like to call the incident never even happened.
What?
I don't think anything happened between Scaremaster and Sandy Gallagher because
Sandy Gallagher? I don't even know who that fucking guy is.
You know what I'm talking about. I don't think anything ever happened between you and that guy. I think you were riding the "it's cool to be gay" wagon that was going on at the time.
Fuck
and
you.
You wanted attention. So you made up a story and you besmirched this guy's name and it never even happened. You're just bragging about something that never even happened.
Fuck you and get the fuck out of here.
It's a theory. It's a theory.
Well, let me tell you something. Last week, I think I clarified things, and I think people were really into the fact that we now know you had nothing to do with blowing him.
No.
And this was at a point in your life that you were very naive.
What happened was I got in trouble on a film set.
On the movie, what was the movie called?
It was not a movie. It was a commercial set.
Oh, for Alvarado Hospital.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And then you were doing you wanted the movie part in.
No, I didn't even know about a movie part.
What was the movie though?
There was Tehachapi with Christina Applegate.
And the title was later changed to what?
What's that?
Was the title changed later?
Yeah, it was. I heard somebody told me that it was changed to something else, but I forget the name of the film. But the movie was with Christina Applegate, Elizabeth Pena, and Tony Cox. Shut up. Shut up.
You know what you said?
Yeah.
What'd you say?
I said 3 names.
I say them again.
Christina Applegate, Elizabeth Pena, and Tony Cox.
Tony Cox.
That's the name.
Yeah,
of
the little guy.
Do you know what he's saying, though?
That's a name.
Yeah, right.
Somebody's name.
Is somebody there? Come in the studio. Who is that?
Yo, hey, Mr. Barris.
Hey, what's happening?
Shannon came by. She dropped the car off downstairs, and she profusely thanks you for last night.
Wow. Wow, look at that.
It's a nice car?
It's a nice car.
What's your name?
Well, go down.
Mercedes.
Your name's Nick? Nick, nice to meet you.
Hey, it's nice to meet you.
Hey,
listen.
Nick.
Hey,
Oh.
what's happening, Mo?
All right.
Now, do you work for Shannon?
I'm a friend of her.
Oh, Mary Jane, put your fingers in your ear real quick. Have you ever seen her naked?
I've seen her with her top off, but I've never seen her naked.
Let me tell you
I've never
this.
seen the bottom.
Her fucking pussy lips are like that of like a 16-year-old girl. You know,
This is
like,
like guy talk again.
I don't know
Back
what
to guy talk.
All right, hey, tell Shannon I'd like to hook up with her again. Okay, and tell her thank you for the car, and I had a great time myself, and I'll call her later.
Will do.
Thank you, Nick. Nice to meet you, dude.
Nice to meet you, Don.
Later, dude.
See you, Mo.
So how is he leaving if he drove the car here?
Probably had someone follow him in another car.
Yeah. All right, let's get on
You
with
never had a
this.
car you never ever had a Mercedes dropped off at your house before? Come on, dude.
No, I never had a brand new car dropped off at my
I
house.
think it's a used car. I don't.
Well,
think
I'm
it's
not,
brand
I don't
new.
mean like this year. I mean ever.
What year do you think it is?
What does it matter?
I'm just asking.
It doesn't matter.
No, it doesn't, but I'm just asking.
Well, anyway, let's stop this. Let's get back to business.
Let's go back to business.
Thank you, Perry. Thank you. Let's make a pact here. From now on,
It's over.
No, listen to what I'm saying. From now on, no more Randy Callahan things. Let's
It's
not
over.
talk about
Thank
Randy
you.
Callahan ever again.
Thank you.
Except, don't forget, June 26th is the 20th anniversary of this.
Yes,
and
that's
we've
true.
got
That
some
is true.
celebrations that we're going to talk about in a little while.
If June 26th, I don't get a contract for another movie, it's over. I don't need to hear
Okay,
this
then why don't you
garbage
get the
again.
fuck out now, you dumb fuck?
Let's make some fucking money.
Okay, shut up.
Scaremaster, there we go. And you know what? I got to tell you something. I support Scaremaster on this. If he wants to give us contracts on June 26th, let's look at the contracts and see what they look like.
If I want to give you guys
All right, let's
contracts,
That's what
do
you're
that.
saying. You're demanding to have a contract with us. Let's see them.
Yeah, I'd like to see it. Because when we did have a contract drawn up, you broke every rule in that contract at one point.
So write up the contract.
well, what's the contract? What's the rules?
You tell
We'll
us.
talk. Yeah,
You
you're the
tell
one
us what
bringing
you
it up.
want.
So let's get to
Bring
some
in your
business here.
contract over the next couple
I'm
weeks. We'll
not
take a
bringing
look at it.
nothing that I don't ever
One
know.
of the things that happens on this show that doesn't happen on many other shows, besides the fact that we are one of the very few shows that not only talks about pop culture on a regular basis, but then we'll go that extra mile and we'll talk about our own personal life. Well, one of the things we do different than any other podcast is we have a chance for you, the listener, to have some fun with us. That's during our $10 shout out.
$10 shout out.
Now, if you've never heard the podcast before, the $10 shout out is where you, the home listener, can be part of the fun by sending us $10. That's cash. What can't they send, Mo?
Can't send candy.
Right.
Worth
They
$10.
can't send guns.
Okay, the point is it's $10 cash. $10 cash. You send that to 7510 Sunset Boulevard, Hollywood, California, 90046. In that $10 shout out, you write a short little note, and we'll give you that shout out on the air, just like we're going to do here. Okay, this first one comes from Jared and Bob from Nevada. Dear Big Three, recently we took some precious time out of our busy schedule to help build up a fantastic refurbished Toshiba laptop for Scary Perry. We put a lot of effort into customizing it just for him, loading it with customized Big Three sound bites, and even going so far as to loading his favorite music and movies as well. We installed Windows 7 Professional for him as a daily reminder to be professional, and it obviously did not work. Throughout the whole process of getting the laptop from him, we were met with doubt the entire way. He mentioned several times that we were fucking with him. We assured him that we were the purest of intentions, and we just wanted to provide him with a free laptop to help him stay connected with the fans. We then hear on the last podcast that Mr. Caravello asked the tech guy to look at the computer over for bugs to make sure it was okay. We're appalled that Perry did not trust us. We even offered free remote service when the Scaremaster needed help with something. Does offering up precious time out of her daily schedule sound like someone who's trying to mess around with him? All we asked in return for this nice gift was some signed pictures from the whole cast of the Big Three, including Don, Mole, and Mary Jane.
That's us, dude.
That is us, and that's Mary Jane, our producer over there. And a small shout-out on the podcast. Perry signed all the photos himself, not asking the other Big Three members, and forgot our names when mentioning the laptop on the show. We hope that Perry will accept the laptop and enjoy it. It is our way of saying thanks for the enjoyment of the Scaremaster has provided with us. Thanks, and enjoy your laptop. Big Three. And then it's signed Bob and Jared.
Well, you got a laptop?
They sent me a laptop, and I thanked them very much for it. I mean, I was really thankful for those guys.
Well, and what you did you did forget their names? Because I remember last week when you were stumbling over their names. Who did that? Oh, duh, duh, duh.
And plus, also, don't we split out the $10 shout-outs? We should get a part of the laptop.
What do you mean?
Like some of the keys? Something.
No.
Something.
Why not?
How about GL?
Wait a minute. Hold everything.
Semicolon.
You know what? Here's the funny thing. All he ever does is talk about the money that we make, which we don't make any money. All we do is spend money. And then what Perry does is he makes these side deals for computers that he gets.
What?
I don't see anybody sending me a computer. I wonder how much that computer's worth.
Why don't we
It's a
sell
laptop.
the computer?
No, we're not
That
selling the
would be a
computer.
good
Find out how
idea.
much it's worth, and then we can split it up.
That seems fair.
Not fair.
Why do you get it? Why do you get
Because
it?
they sent it to me.
Right, but you know.
Well, they use the show to promote themselves. They just did another $10 shout out, and then they want us to sign all this stuff, which we will later. You fucking pisshead.
Oh, so I got to.
They asked you to have us sign something, and then you signed it and sent it back to them.
And you kept the whole computer.
Yeah.
It's because it said the computer sent to me.
Okay, so let's say this. So somebody sends me money for the Big Three, and I can keep it all for myself then, right?
Because you're.
I'm a what? Wait a minute. I'm a crook? I've never done that. You just ripped us off for a computer. You know
I
what?
didn't rip you off for
You
no
know
computer.
what? I actually have a laptop that has an enter button that's not working. Could I have the enter button off yours?
No.
Swap enter buttons. How about this?
You get everything free.
I got an idea. I got a good
Okay,
idea.
I'm listening.
The show's over,
Waltz
man.
is
You guys
listening.
are fucking.
No, Scareman, you're gonna like this. You're gonna like this. You keep the computer, okay? You
What-
keep
what?
No, wait. You keep the computer, and this week, and then next week you bring it in for the podcast, and
not
Dan
bringing
gets it
in
for the
no
week,
fuck-
and then
Fuck
next week
no.
Mary Jane gets it for the week.
No.
And then I get it.
No.
And then we give it to whoever's working sound.
No, because you'll
Yeah,
fuck it all up because of all the stuff that I've got on
Oh,
it.
we
you
let
put
Neil
stuff
Leeds
on it?
borrow it?
Yes.
No, we'll get to look at each other's stuff and like all the websites that each other go on and
we'll
stuff.
Forget
see
it.
some of the things.
And
that
we
you
can look at
go
the
to.
stuff and everyone's passwords and stuff. We'll share.
Yeah,
'em.
right. Share my ass.
Give us the laptop.
No, you're not getting no fucking laptop
Well, why do you get one?
because it was given to me.
Okay, here's the new thing then. I would like somebody to send a very nice gift. And the gift that you send us, please, you can send one to Mary Jane. You can send one to me. You can send something to Mole. Do not send anything to Perry. That's how I share.
Fine, because you're.
You can have some of mine, dude.
What we forgot to do, and I can't believe this, Perry, it's time once again for our Cookie Caramello update.
Drum roll.
Perry,
What?
your father, Cookie Caramello, is he still alive?
Of course.
Well, he was in the hospital and he had the plug pulled on him
I
in
know.
February, and
He's gotten healthier.
he's gotten healthier since the plug was pulled.
Yes.
But why is that such a strange question?
Well, I mean.
Why is that such a strange question?
I mean, he went home to where he can eat some fucking real food rather than that hospital shit.
All right,
And
so
he's-
that was today's Cookie Caramello update. All right, back to $10 shout out. Mole, here's one for you.
To the Big Three. I run an alternative comedy show at the Comedy Cafe in Milwaukee. ASCAP has informed me that one of your members, Percy Caravello, has been illegally using my title as the king of Friday Night Comedy. If this
What?
Percy's looking to franchise my unique brand of flamboyantly gay humor in the West Coast, we can discuss it in a motel room I stay at when I visit West Hollywood. Creating the true Fright Night comedy experience requires a minimum leather stirrups, jagged Benoit balls, and a German Shepherd. If Percy doesn't wish to be part of the Fright Night comedy family, he must cease and desist using my copyrighted material immediately. My lawyers informed me that suing would be pointless because Mr. Caravelli has never earned a dime off my act or any other comedian he stole from for that matter. Percy can call himself the Queen of Fright Night comedy if he wants. In fact, Queen Caravelli has a nice ring to it. Signed, Roscoe Arbuckle, the real king of Fright Night comedy.
Whoa.
But that's why he's the king of Scaremas, king of Friday night comedy.
Is that
It's somebody's stealing off me again. That's all.
No, you're the king of Friday night. He was
Fright Night comedy.
No, that's what Roscoe is, the king of Fright Night.
He's
comedy.
not no king of Fright Night comedy.
He said he is.
Everybody's been stealing from me.
He's from Milwaukee, dude.
I don't give a shit.
Well, whatever.
Everybody likes to steal from me.
in a way, that is kind of your hometown pride.
Why is he stealing from you? He's not the king of Friday night comedy.
Fright Night
Right.
comedy.
He's the king of Fright Night comedy. Get it right, dude. Come
Okay.
on.
I'm not arguing about this.
I'm going to do... We've got one last $10 shout-out. Attention, Big Three.
Only 4 this week?
3.
3?
I'm a Navy SEAL with the
Jesus.
distinct privilege of serving in Team 6, the elite unit that took out Osama bin Laden. I know what you're all thinking. So let me just say, yes, it was one of the most amazing experiences of my entire life.
Whoa, sweet.
Since President Obama's words aren't enough to convince one of your members that bin Laden would not have been killed without the Tempur-Pedic's help, maybe he'll listen to a Congressional Medal of Honor winner who was actually there. Well, so this is what this guy's saying. En route to the drop-off site, our commanding officer hooked up a satellite feed with General Petraeus, President Obama, and Terrifying Tim. Tim's speech is classified, so unable to share anything with you. But I will say his...
Are you crying, man? You want me to do it? Let me see.
Perry is like... He doesn't
Tim's
even...
speech is classified, so I am unable to share any of it with you. But I will say that his passion filled each and every one of us with such pride that we would have gladly followed Tim into the fiery gates of hell. It would mean a great deal to me and my family if Mr. Perpedic would accept the Congressional Medal of Honor that I was awarded for my actions on that infamous night.
Oh, my God.
He deserves it more than I do.
He's going to dedicate his award to Terrifying
Please relay
Tim.
the information from me. Your country thanks you, Dan and Maul. Signed, Chief Petty Officer Audie Murphy. Wow.
You know,
Whatever.
there's some real great people in this world that do a lot for other people that never get thanked.
Yeah, and some people just piss on his grave.
But I want to thank Tim Perpedic, one of the great Americans that we have in this country today. A lot of you know is Terrifying Tim Perpedic, the skateboard enthusiast that everybody's crazy
right.
about.
Sure.
Hey, let's hear what he's got to
He
say
doesn't
about it.
skateboard.
What-
I've never seen or heard of
Why
him
don't we
at a
do
skate
this? Why
park.
don't we do this? Why don't we do something right now? Why don't we honor a great American hero, Tim Perpedic, skateboard enthusiast?
A wannabe. He's no skateboarder.
Skateboard enthusiast.
He's not a
An
skateboarder.
American hero
He's a
with something we call ASM plumbing.
We should close out.
skateboarder.
That was our $10 shout out.
$10 shout out.
ASM Plumbing and Porn is your one-stop for all your plumbing and your hardcore man-on-man porn concerns. That's ASM Plumbing and Porn.
But don't take
440-731-9338. What were you saying, Mo?
But don't take Dan's word for it. Take it from a true American hero,
Uh,
skateboard enthusiast, and Congressional Medal of Honor winner.
Terrifying Tim Perpedic.
Whatever.
Hi, I'm Terrifying Tim for ASM Plumbing and Porn. You want hot man-on-man films and top-notch plumbing and piping? Call ASM. Now, I may not be nearly as gay as their last spokesman, but I do know quality cornholing when I see it. Let's unclog some pipes! Ooh, 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 ooh! ASM Plumbing and Porn. Tell them Terrifying Tim sent you. Ooh, 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 ooh!
That's ASM Plumbing and Porn. 440-731-9338. Why are you so negative about it?
I'm not negative.
Yes,
it's
you
just
are.
he's not
It's
a
like
skateboarder.
you love
he's not
Osama.
a skateboarder.
You love Osama.
I don't love Osama.
Yeah,
I want nothing to do with those
Really? Oh,
fucking Middle
so-
Eastern motherfuckers.
Really? So maybe he was a Javaho also. He was in that weird religion
interesting.
stuff.
Wait a minute. Is that a
Shut
phone
up.
call?
Just shut the fuck
Could
up.
you send that phone call through, please?
Hello, mother. Hello, father. Here I am at Camp Granada, which is an all-boys camp, don't you know, here in Granada.
Hey, Mr. Adams.
What's happening?
Hey.
Perry, I'm ready and waiting for the cookie update. Still chewy?
He's still alive.
Yep, still going. Still going.
Well, that is something, isn't it? Perry, do me a favor. Listen, don't despair, but I've run into a bit of a snag in the whole adopting you process.
Oh, that's right.
What?
Yeah, he's going to adopt Scaremaster, remember?
Quite right. I feel he desperately needs a sturdy male hand in his life, if you know what I'm saying.
Bet we do.
Get
We know
the
what you
fuck
All right,
out.
listen. Here's what's what. Scaremaster, I know your pseudo-religion precludes you from bowing to the American flag, and I applaud that. Agreed?
Thank you.
I mean, listen, I'm not into kneeling down for any flag. I said flag, to be clear. However, as my son, it is of utmost import that you recognize Her Royal Highness as your leader, both for country and spiritually. Can you do that?
Who are you talking about?
Queen, dude, the Queen. Be the
So, what I'm hearing is you will not bow to the Queen?
I don't bow to nobody.
Hey, let me ask you guys a question. What's your favorite Queen song? Of all of the Queen songs.
That is interesting.
The one
That is-
Queen
let's see.
song-
I
Come on,
think-
shut up. Let him.
I would say, don't stop me now.
They call you Mr. Fahrenheit.
Quite true. They do that. And you, Mole, favorite Queen?
I'm in love with my car.
Wonderful. Car talk still too painful for Mr. Barnes?
I got a
Yes, it
Mercedes.
is.
Donald, favorite Queen song?
Somebody to love. Find
Well done.
me
Scaremaster.
somebody to love.
Favorite Freddie?
Favorite Queen
The
song.
favorite Queen song is on the Wayne's
Listen,
World. It's on the
I
Wayne's
grow
World
bored
track.
of this. Let's joke it up. What say?
Yeah, it's about time.
Wonderful idea. About time. All right, about time. A joke about time. How about this? What time is it when an elephant sits on your fence?
Party time. I love elephants.
No, that's not. the
Well,
answer.
all right, yes, but not exactly what I had in mind. Scaremaster, tell him, what
What is-
time
I've
is it
heard
when
this
an
before.
elephant sits on your fence?
An elephant sits on my phone.
What is that?
Fine, time to get a new fence.
Oh, that's right.
Come
Yeah.
on.
Yes, I knew we would get there eventually. Bon voyage, all.
Bye, Mr. Adams. Oh, that was John Quincy Adams. If you're not familiar with who John is, he was the producer of the cult film classic, the movie that the three of us starred in, Windy City Heat.
I remember that.
Well, I'll tell you this, and now for kind of the downside of Windy City Heat, because the bosses upstairs have made a decision. Something that started out so promising, so very promising, and then last week went to shit. For the time being, Perry's movie review has been canceled. Last week, what he did when he reviewed maybe the greatest movie ever, everyone was excited.
Which, The
And-
Godfather?
No. You dropped the
Oh,
ball.
Windy City Heat.
Windy City Heat, the movie that you were in,
Right.
and you dropped the fucking ball.
What ball did I drop?
The ball.
You were part of a movie that you were going to review. People were going to
And
hear
I
some
was
behind the
trying to
scenes stuff.
review it.
No, you didn't.
I tried to
No,
review
you
it.
didn't. You did terrible. You weren't prepared. You had no
I
notes.
I
You
was-
were not
I was
prepared.
prepared.
You
I had
tried
a
to
whole
wing it.
fucking
No, you
sheet.
didn't. That's a
You
lie.
didn't have a
That's a
fucking sheet of
lie.
paper.
Where was it?
It was in my jacket.
Where was your jacket?
On my back right now, like it is right now.
You have last week's.
No, I don't have last week's.
Bring that
script
to
with
me then. Bring me
It's
your
in
notes.
garbage.
Oh, really? Interesting.
Maybe it's still on your laptop. Bring the laptop in. Let's
It's
look
not
at the
in the
laptop.
laptop.
But
It's
bring
on
the
my own-
laptop in next week.
No.
I'm going to bring up a name of the past.
Sheba?
Nope.
Heineken Joe?
This goes to both you guys. If I said the name Frankie Machine, what does that mean to you?
Oh,
I know
that
a
German
fighter
guy.
I know a fighter named Frankie Machine.
No?
German guy from our old Public Access show.
Right. Remember, he won some German film festival for a movie that he did called Das Balloon?
Real tall, skinny, blonde kid. You're saying you're holding yourself.
Your whole thing is about what guys look like, so we just
Yeah.
got
No.
I was just,
no,
I was worried with a nice package. I thought you were going to say next.
No, he's
I
tall,
just-
skinny, dorky-looking kid. Blonde, dorky-looking kid.
Well, from what I understand,
The one that we ran into at that market that one day, and you go, Frankie, I haven't seen you in ages. That
well,
guy.
you know what happened with him? He went out to Germany, and he became something big. He became a huge star, movies, singing. He did it all. Then he went to other countries. Well, guess what? I ran into him, and he's here right now. Welcome to the Big Three Podcast.
Right.
A good friend, Mr. Frankie Machine.
Hey, Frankie Machine.
Hey.
Put on your cans.
Is that who you thought it was, Scaremaster?
No, you had ghost white hair. Different person.
Well, that's Dr. Carl Pavlov.
No, the wrong person.
How are you doing?
How are you doing?
We're doing great. First of all, how does it feel to be called a dork by Perry?
I didn't call him a
You
dork.
called him a dork. You
The
said
good
he's a
thing is he got the wrong fellow.
Exactly. I had the wrong guy.
He has
I
the
was-
wrong.
How
I
do you think
thinking-
he
I was
looks?
thinking-
How do you
He's fine. He reminds me
Oh,
of the
you
kid that I
like
used to
him.
go to junior high school.
Do you think he's attractive? Do you think girls would like
I
him?
didn't. Girls would like him, sure.
Why? What do you think is his best quality?
I don't know.
Frankie, what do women find most attractive about you?
Well, here's the thing. I think maybe the ladies now are attracted to my power, or the wealth, or the power, because I'm one of the largest movie makers and stars in Holland right
Wait a
now.
second.
Very
In
nice.
Holland.
Hold on a second.
No, I was never from Germany. It's always Holland.
But didn't you
You
win
just
a
lost
big?
your German accent.
I won the German red for Das Balloon.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you won a German
Yeah.
film festival.
That was, and then you get confused that I'm from Germany because I win this award. But
Right.
I'm always from Holland.
Oh,
I
wow.
did not know that. But you had a German accent before.
Maybe it's all the time I spent here. Let me say something to you. When I walk in here, Jesus Christ, you need a fucking feng shui expert in here. There's barely room to move. You can't breathe the air. It smells like a smart shop in here.
What kind of stuff would you do? Like I always say, turn on the Elvis lights.
It smells like a Amsterdam coffee shop in here.
Oh, I love coffee.
The last time we saw you were on our public access show. You had won a film festival award for a short film called Das Balloon. I thought it was one of the best films I'd ever seen. Now, I've heard rumors that things have been going great for you. When I saw you and I talked to you earlier to tell you to come down to the podcast, I said, don't say a thing to me. Don't tell me anything. I said, do it all on the show. So what have you been up to?
Well, here's the thing. They say in the U.S., unlike Holland, when you go on a talk show, you have a story to tell. So
And you have a story then.
This is, and I want to get the opinion of Perry here.
Okay.
This afternoon, I'm at the Chateau Marmont, staying there in the
Okay.
presidential suite, and I have this Swedish guy, my assistant.
What's his name?
It doesn't matter because I fired his ass.
What?
I'll tell you why. We are in the elevator. We see these two English pigs. They're not so bad looking, but they want to have a fuck because they
Chicks.
This is like guy talk.
know. No, these two girls. Yeah, these two
Two
girls.
girls in the
Do you
elevator.
want
They
to
were
save
ri-
this for Guy Talk?
They were riding in the elevator with us.
Do you like them?
I don't care. We bring them back. I realized that they had been riding the elevator with us so they can have a fuck because they recognize me as this star in Holland.
Okay.
I bring these bitches to the room. There are no preliminaries. It's straight cock and cunt fucking. I have these bitches head out the window.
She have a hairy pussy or is she kind of clean?
I didn't check. I'm just wham, bam,
Wham,
thank
bam,
you.
thank you, ma'am, and get the fuck out of my room.
And you
So,
liked
but I
her?
have this bitch. I have her head out the window. I'm fucking away. I look on the bed, and my mate has his penis is soft, limp, soft as a baby's bottom. This guy cannot get wood, you know. So I kick his ass out of the room. The three of us managed to have a very pleasant threesome. But
Nice.
Barry, you're not one of those fucking assholes that not get his dick hard.
No, he
For
does all the
women, I
time.
love my dick always gets hard for women.
Well, I call this.
and
Do you want to call? I
doesn't
call
even
this
matter.
bitches up after the show. We'll go have a pleasant time. with
I
them.
just out of curiosity. So this guy was working with you because he couldn't get a hard on. You fired him.
I don't want to. He's not one of these fucking assholes that can't get a hard on with a group.
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
I'm
Scaremaster's always.
I'm not in the.
That's why
having sex.
Scaremaster. That's why Scaremaster was a fanny pack, because he's always got a big boner.
Is that true? Now
No,
that I
I-
did not know.
No, that's not.
Oh,
the
that's
reason.
what
I got.
you
got,
told me that.
I You're
You
a
said I
fucking-
wear a fanny.
You're a fucking bullshit
You told me that
artist.
20 years
You're
ago.
fucking a bullshit
I go,
artist.
why you wear a fanny pack? Because I always got a boner.
Wow, that's crazy.
Last week, I was listed as the 4th wealthiest man in Holland.
Wow, that's a lot.
Wow.
That's, a lot.
That's good.
That's a lot.
Now, do you invest in movies or anything like that?
Movies. Here's the thing. The first. I made many more millions in the outside business. They have a saying: if you do business with the Dutch, you will regret it very much. However, I am a Dutch, so I know how to make money. First thing I do is people want organic tulips.
Can I ask?
I have a tulip farm.
Can I ask a question? Would you be interested in investing in our project?
Can I ask a question too? What's your favorite Queen song?
The Bohemian Rhapsody is
Yeah.
probably
That's
the best, but
right.
we will.
Somebody to Love. Somebody to
Bohemian
love.
Rhapsody.
Bohemian Rhapsody is
Love
put
My
up there.
Car's pretty
It's
good.
one of the
That's-
great ones. I mean,
I'm
you
in
know,
love
That's
with my car.
with,
He goes,
Wayne's
tell my
World.
girl I gotta forget her. Rather buy me a new carburetor.
but you know what? How about this? Find me somebody to love. Find me somebody to love.
Bohemian Rhapsody.
Somebody.
I agreed with him.
What?
I agree with Perry. I think the Bohemian Rhapsody shows the strength of the group.
Right.
But here's the thing. You are asking about my business ventures.
Yes.
In the States, they do not have this. The sports teams are owned privately. But in Holland, in Europe too, private citizens can own rock bands. So I'm proud to announce I recently bought the Scorpions.
Oh wow!
You're probably too
Seriously?
young for this.
Wow.
The
but
Scorpions are.
it makes perfect sense. It like somebody owns the Ajax or
Yeah.
Feyenoord.
Wow.
That's football, but American baseball, the New York Yankees. Someone
You
owns
bought the Scorpions.
How
Someone
much were
owns
the
him.
Scorps, dude?
They were just in
1.2 million kroners.
They were just in town.
They were here?
Yeah.
Do you make money on that when they're in here?
Everything these fuckers, every 14-year-old fucker that buys a shirt or a jersey for them, it goes directly to me. I make a percentage, same as an athletic team. So I'm here looking for more bands to buy.
I keep looking at you, and I just remember you had a German accent, a very thick German accent, and yet now it's completely
Totally
gone.
Dutch. It's totally Dutch now.
It's here to argue. When you spend time, I speak, Mr. Smarty Pants. I'm speaking now already 8 languages.
Seriously.
What's your favorite ones?
It's hard to say because each one, it depends. I'm thinking.
Do Esperanto.
Esperanto is unique language. But what I want for this guy is for a new film, we're looking for a guy, but he needs an intensive 6-week course to learn flawless Dutch.
What's
Dutch?
a Dutch term for moron?
It's gehunkden.
Well, he's a real cohinton.
Say it, Scaremaster.
A Cohinton?
Yeah, say I am a cohinton.
From the throat.
Cohinton.
Gehunkden.
Cohinton.
Say I am a cohinton.
I'm not a Cohinton. You're the Cohinton.
No, I'm not.
You're Cohinton.
What have you accomplished in life?
I'm alive.
Yeah?
I'm still
There's
alive.
homeless people still alive. I'm not that impressed. Anyway, we haven't done this bit in a long time, and I was wondering, since you're here, would you like to sit in on this?
I'll sit. I just have to get some oxygen. The air here is stale
It's
as a
the
3-day-old
fucking- yeah.
bread.
What are we doing, Dan?
Well, it's time. It's just 4 guys sitting around at a secret location somewhere in West Hollywood talking about the ladies. It's time once again for a little guy talk.
Oh yeah, it's guy talk. Gonna talk about the ladies. Guy talk. Ooh.
This could be exciting because normally our guy talk consists of Perry talking about some girl he saw in a car and he masturbated to. But
Oh,
right
bullshit.
now, what we've got is the real
lying
thing.
fuck.
A guy who really gets quality puss.
It's Frankie Machine.
Yeah.
You know, when we do guy talk, I think the people liked it when Scaremaster would eat a pie during it. We do guy
It's
talk.
not
pie
done.
talk.
I'm not eating pies anymore.
Why?
Because I just can't, my stomach can't handle
Frankie
all of them.
Machine, he would eat a whole pie doing guy talk.
I'm not eating whole pies anymore.
May I make a suggestion? Look what I brought.
What?
I brought grape soda cookies.
Grape
I'm not
soda
eating,
cookies.
I'm not eating grape soda cookies either.
What are you talking about?
Just what I said.
You haven't even tried one.
I'm not going to do it.
Here, Frankie Machine, want grape soda
Could
cookie?
I have one?
Yeah.
Thank you.
They've got a good flavor.
Yeah, you get want grape soda cookie?
I just came up with an idea. We have shout-out money. How many of those grape soda cookies do you think are in that bag right there?
Well, they're really light, right?
Very light. Perry, do you think you could eat all those cookies for all the shout-out money?
Well, the shutout money is not worth all those cookies.
Okay, you don't want to do it?
Unless I have a...
It is light and airy, but maybe if you eat the entire bag, you'll have vomiting all
I'll have
over
a
the
fucking
sidewalk.
sugar high.
Jesus Christ.
I'll have a sugar high.
So what do you think? Do you think that you could eat the rest of these cookies for all the shout-out money?
Send me the bag. Let's see what happens.
All right, well, we got to know because we got to set the clock at 3 minutes.
It's not going to happen in 3 minutes.
Well, then don't give them to him.
You can do that in 3 minutes.
I'm not doing it in 3 minutes.
4 minutes. Give him 4 minutes.
Pie extension.
Ask for cookie.
Pie extension.
Ask for a cookie extension.
I want
Ask for a
30-minute extensions.
Ask for a grape soda cookie extension.
Forget it.
So you're not going to
I'm
do it?
not going to do it for 3 fucking minutes.
The thing, if we are doing guy talk, I have something to say.
Please do.
That I hear you guys talking before that everything that you may be uptight sexually when you have as much money and power as I do, and you've had so many women's.
You're very relaxed.
You are relaxed too, but for this guy, if you're blowing another fellow, it's not a big deal. It's something that
I don't blow guys.
It happens in the course of an
I don't
orgy.
blow fucking guys.
Oh, that's right. The last time that we saw you, you thought that he had blown this Randy Callahan guy. No. We settled that whole thing last week. He did not blow him. And you know what? And I'm sorry to come down on you, Frankie, but for God's sake, get your facts right. He did not blow him. He jerked him off.
Jesus Christ. I'm in there in the green room, which is more like the green room because of all the mold growing up the walls
Okay.
and the lack of fresh air.
Okay.
You really don't like the accommodations here.
It's okay, but I'm coming from already the presidential suite at the Chateau Marmont for my acting. I have not spent a cent of my Scorpions money here, of the movie producing. This is all the money I make from acting, like Jay Leno does with his
Right, I know, with the stand-up.
stand-up. This is all acting, so I treat myself. I get the presidential suite. The first night, 16 ladies come over, and we have a real party.
So what have you been in?
I've been in the pussies of 16 ladies.
No, I'm talking movies. I'm not talking about the chicks that you think you've been fucking. Because you're a dreamer.
Thinking I see you like this Swedish guy with the limp half-hard cock on the bed,
Let me explain
crying
something
for
to
his
you,
mother,
pussy.
while I have to take over the other girl and give her a solid
Yeah,
well
wake
drink.
up, motherfucker. Wake up.
I see you the guy with his half-hard dick in his
Wait
hand.
a second. Now you need a new
You're
assistant.
a
You
dreamer.
need a new
You're a
assistant.
dreamer.
Hey, Scaremaster, you could be his assistant. You lie in
Oh.
the bed, and you'll have a total boner from you behind your fanny pack.
This guy's never worked
Shut up.
security.
He could do
I
it.
need a bodyguard.
He could do it. Let's say this.
And a guy that can...
How much money would it pay me?
It would pay you more money in pussy. You'd get more pussy than the editor of
No,
Cat Fancy
wrong.
magazine.
Wrong. I want cash. Chicks don't pay me cash. I need cash.
What kind of money would he make? Let's really talk about this.
Yeah.
16,000 euros per week.
Wow.
I don't believe in euros. I'm not.
Wait a second,
I'm not in
Scaremaster.
euros.
Scaremaster.
I want English money. I want American money.
Scaremaster, let me
Talk
tell you something.
dollar bills.
Let me say something to Frankie. Smith het Jizir out heat is.
Jesus Christ, that's almost natural, native sounding.
It's Scaremaster means make hay while the sun is shining in Dutch, dude.
So
Well,
your
if
mother,
16
you have
years-
a Dutch mother.
I have a Dutch oven.
Jesus Christ, he nails it right off the bat. He
really
has
a-
a natural accent.
He's a funny guy. Anyway, here's a chance to get a job, to be around pussy, to be around films.
Well, how much money am I making in,
Kroner.
in
Just told you.
USA American dollars?
10 grand, it's a lot of money.
10 grand, what, a day, a week, a month?
A week, what do you think? I pay you by the day? Jesus Christ, the other guy, the guy with the limp cock, I pay him already $19,000 a week, but he had been with me for over 2 months already.
Scaremaster.
If you're gonna pay me 19 grand a
So
week,
look, no. He said
The
10,000
other
to
guy
start,
got that after.
The other
After
guy,
2
after
months.
2 months, he gets an increase.
so you can work and make your way up. Now, what kind of things would he have to do? He'd go with you to premieres and things like that.
This other guy, for example, for having fun with some ladies, and we do a double dare, where the girls say, maybe you think you're so tough, why don't you eat the condom after the intercourse or something like that?
Scaremaster does that.
fuck you.
You did do that. You used to say you did that.
Yeah, you would drain the fucking condom. You don't remember telling us that?
Never in a lifetime.
Oh, you did that.
Never
That was
in
your
a
big
lifetime.
It was your big thing.
I don't understand it myself, but for an assistant, it is a vitally important skill to have, to be able to eat the condom after the intercourse is finished.
Here, try some lines for me. I'd like you to read this right here. Let's just see, because I'm
Never
casting a
happened.
movie. All right, let's just see what kind of actor we can have here.
Relief, discomfort. Now, which of these? I next apply the decision is in your hands. So take your time. Tell me, is it safe?
That was phenomenal.
What the hell was he reading?
Well,
Can I throw one grape cookie in his mouth?
If you get to, I get to. Oh,
dude.
let me try. Let me try one.
Here, right here.
Open your mouth.
But Barry, do you think the Scorpions was a good investment?
Rock band?
See, he used to work with rock bands. He was a, what would you call yourself?
I was
rock
a promoter.
Promoter, but didn't you call yourself an enthusiast of some sort?
Yes. Well, because of my skateboarding expertise, I was very good at. I'm nowhere near what I used to be. 20.
Do you
30.
skateboard at all?
I'm doing, it's funny you say it, Tom. Right now, I'm doing a skateboard movie about a kid. He comes from Holland after his parents' tulip farm is burned down by satanic bikers. And this kid there's a glacier. The world freezes over. This kid skateboards across the Atlantic Ocean to get revenge on
Oh,
these
shit.
scumbags who killed his parents, raped his sisters, assaulted their crops.
What's the
First
name of
off,
this
you
film?
don't skateboard across the Atlantic. You surf across the Atlantic.
What's
It's
the name
this
of this
guy.
film?
There was a glacier, so this guy is skateboarding like surfing, but on a frozen pond.
It's
Sounds
true.
interesting.
It's based on a true story, like what's the movie? John Carter.
Yeah.
How is that compared? This movie and that one.
This guy, the hero of this film, he has a very, very clear goal, directive. He needs to kill the fuckers that killed his parents, raped his sister, burned down the tulip farm. He has to do it by June the 26th. It's
Big
called
date.
June the 26th is the film's name.
June 26th is a big day on this show because that guy right there. Tell him what you did on June 26th.
None of your business. You already know about it. So
On June 26th, we celebrate the 20th anniversary of this guy having sex with a man.
I did not have sex with a fucking
It's
man.
called making love, dude.
I didn't make love with a fucking man.
Whatever you call it.
I was fucking raped. It was fucking
What?
I was raped by this fucking guy.
You were raped by him?
This
Why didn't you
fucking
say
guy,
this before?
You were hand raped.
He made sure that he pleased me and I jerked him off.
That's not rape. This is a consensual event between two consenting.
It was not
adults.
consensual, you fucking freak.
The last time I checked,
It was not.
it was
not fucking consensual.
if you have your hand jerking a man's prick and the goddamn hand is jerking and semen comes through the cock, this is a consensual act, at least in the courts of law in Holland.
He's got a point, at least from Holland's point of view.
It was not consensual. I got in trouble because I went and gave a girl a fucking goodbye kiss. And she made a remark to the fucking guy saying that I was going to rape her.
So wait, who got raped? Your hand or the girl?
Now I'm getting confused again.
Did this happen in
This
Holland?
girl that I was hanging out with on a film set.
We know this story. You
No, it
stopped her
wasn't
on
a
the
film.
road.
It was a commercial for
It
Alberta
was
Hospital.
Alvarado Hospital. Yes,
Was
go
this-
ahead, Frankie.
Was it with your right or left hand?
What difference does it make?
He's just
It
asking.
makes a world of difference. If you want to not be convicted of this thing, which you say you're innocent of, you have to get the story straight. Which hand was it?
What difference does it make?
I think he just told
How much are you going to pay me to tell you?
Wait a minute.
You sell that story to people? You tell
How
that
much
story
would
to
you
people
charge
money?
for that?
What do? You like
$10,000?
€5,000 euros.
5,000 euros is 10,000 American bills.
Yeah, I wouldn't. Yeah, that's just creepy.
Okay.
Do that on your own time. Do that on your own time.
Yeah, again,
If
you
sell
recently.
your time like telling that story to dudes for
I'm
money,
not telling anybody
Well,
nothing.
you're
You
trying
guys are trying to fucking make me look like a jagoff.
Makes me wonder how you got the
fucking
computer.
asshole.
What'd you do to get the computer?
I was just nice to these
Interesting.
guys.
Just
I'm-
nice to
I'm
these
a star.
guys. What do you
I'm a
mean
star on
nice
this
to these
show.
guys?
I'm a star on this show. I'm the fucking idiot on this show that takes the shit from you guys.
Shit from us, guys.
Jesus Christ, this guy's pouring
Yeah,
shots
he's a
right
fucking.
now. Let's
he's
have a nice drink.
No way, I'm not having any drinks.
Listen, I'm sorry. I will, Barry. You are the star. I'm sorry to offend you, okay? But
Thank
these
you.
guys are egging me on, and the producers want these hard answers, and they are demanding to me that I ask you these embarrassing questions. So,
Forgive him, he's trying to
Jesus.
Hard answers for what?
for the goddamn question, they offer me to find out which hand you're jerking the guy off, Barry Callahan.
It makes no difference.
Was it the
what-
right hand? Just tell him which hand.
So
it
what?
was.
It's the right hand.
It was
What
the
the
right
fuck-
hand
yes.
then. Okay, there you go. God, you make
the
everything
left
so
hand
difficult.
was. What was the left hand doing? Did the left hand know what the right hand was doing?
Was the left hand trying to tell
Who
the
the
right
fuck
hand, what the
knows?
fuck are you doing?
Was it
jerking this guy
Did you
off?
use both hands at the same time?
No.
Were you stroking his cheek with the other hand,
Shut up.
with the back of your knuckles?
Did you ever massage him or anything like that?
No.
It was straight sex.
It was straight jerking
What'd
the
you
guy
What'd you
off.
talk about when you were doing it? Like, hey, what's up?
Nothing.
Were you like, shh, don't talk.
I'm not talking
Don't
about
say anything.
How long do you think the whole thing lasted from the time?
too long.
Well, how long, minute-wise?
I don't even think about that ignorant.
2.5
I'm
hours?
going to say it in his defense, they did not kiss during this. It was
No
straight-
way.
No kissing.
No
It
way.
was a
This was not
straight
No
jerk
kissing.
off.
It was. It
Yep.
was.
Yep.
It was not a sexual thing because I wasn't interested in being romantic with
And
this
by the
guy.
way,
I'm not a
The
faggot.
guy comes in, right? He has the deal. Barry has the
No,
deal.
I got in trouble, you fucking idiot.
The guy comes into the room. He sits on your lap with his
No.
pants down, and you,
No.
with your left hand,
No.
jerk him off.
Right
Wrong.
hand, right hand.
Then what was the left hand doing at the time when the right hand was jerking off the cock?
None of your fucking goddamn.
Okay, you know what?
Why are you asking such ignorant shit?
The producers of the show, again,
The
it's
producers of the show can go fuck themselves.
Okay,
you
here's the
need
deal.
to attract.
Hey,
Here's what I
Frankie,
did.
Frankie, let me just say this before you say that. What is really terrible is everyone's getting on Perry for doing this. This is something that happened
20 fucking
years
ago.
ago.
This June.
This June 26th.
God damn, stop asking me about this ignorant fucking
We don't
matter.
need. Hey, let me just. May I say something? May I get
It's
this off?
done,
May I
it's
get this
over,
off my
and I
chest?
want it out of
Perry,
the fucking my mind.
Perry, may I please get this off my chest? What I think is unfair to you, Frankie,
fucking
you come in here.
assholes.
Perry, let me finish. I think you'll like what I say. The people that fuck with you, I see what they write on the Facebook, trying to be funny. Hey, did you blow him? No, he did not blow him.
Thank you.
Frankie, no, he did not blow him. And what does it really matter what he did with his left hand?
I will tell you right now what it matters, okay? It matters something to the tune of about the 900,000 euros I just made you in endorsements because people want the truth. You will now have more sponsors. You will be reading more live readings. I'm a businessman. I'm also an actor. I have made a fortune doing this.
Then
I'm
pay
helping
me.
you. And if this
Then
is
pay me.
and if the way
Then
that you
fucking
give me
pay
thanks
me.
is by screeching at me like a goddamn wombat, then we say fuck you very much.
Ah, yeah.
And I will see you to next audition.
Oh, by the way, that was guy talk.
Oh, yeah. It's guy talk.
Fucking make my mouth all sticky.
Ah.
Jesus Christ, that sounds like Randy Callahan on June the 26th.
You know what he's talking about? When you said they made your mouth all sticky.
All right, stop. Everybody stop doing this. Perry is committed to doing a show for the 26th to bring in the holiday.
What holiday? I don't believe in holidays, one. I don't like this to be represented as a holiday, two. And if I have to show up for this fucking thing, it's not a fucking holiday.
All right, well, listen, here's what's going to happen. On Monday, June 25th, it's somewhere in Los Angeles, we're going to have a show. At midnight, we will begin the celebration of the holiday. Yes.
Just a thought, but at midnight, the clock strikes midnight, and at that point, every man in the place whips his trousers off and is jerked off by the fellow behind him. With the left.
I'm not.
With the left
I'm
hand,
not
like the
jerking
way.
anybody off.
Can I just say something that just came to my head? For
Unter
that
Gleben, Globen, Gluben.
could I just say, to use the song Rock You Like a Hurricane, which you now own, to use that as kind of a theme song for this party would be unbelievable. Could you get them to donate this for us? Possibly even come here to play on the 25th.
As a businessman, this makes not a whiff of sense, but Merry Christmas, June 26th. I will get Rock You Like a Hurricane, and possibly we'll have
The Scorpions perform.
That would be
would be
unbelievable.
unbelievable.
All right, we're just in the preliminary talks about what we're going to do on this, but you got to be here in Los Angeles on June 25th, and then at midnight we will bring in the holiday. Oh, this is sounding fun.
Okay.
Maybe we can get Rucka Rucka Ali out here.
Oh, God.
Maybe he can put a new song together. Mole, any suggestions?
For the party?
Yeah.
I think we should get definitely balloons. I think we should also get the Elvis light should be turned on.
Well, we may have it at a club, so
Whoa.
yeah.
We can all get in?
Yeah. Well,
Do I need ID?
you'll be part of the show, so you won't need the ID.
You've got Mole, Don, and Penny on stage.
Perry. Not Penny. Perry.
Close.
P-E-R-R-Y.
The R's look like N's, though, Scaremaster.
The R's are not
They
N's.
do look
They
like
look like
fucking
N's.
asshole.
Let's say when
They
you're
look like
writing,
N's.
like if you notice, like if you make that
Shut up.
cursive
Shut up.
R, it's like it does look like an N, so I could see why you would be messed
Do a
up
lot
with
of people in Holland think it's Penny?
It's indistinguishable. The R's are the same as
Whatever,
N, so
whatever.
Penny and Perry. So if I call you Penny, please do not take it the wrong way.
That's just how they know you in Holland, Scaremaster.
Yeah.
Is this podcast big over in Holland?
The football podcasts are very popular.
Yes.
Then there are the rock and roll ones, but this is about number 6 most
Wow. That
most
is-
popular over there because there are many English speakers.
Right.
Do you think a lot of people will listen to this because you're on the show?
It's a risky move for me to publicize that I'm on the show because we're talking here about already jerking off and the witch hand, and I don't want this because I have numerous
this is
charity.
Tell them, Perry, it's okay to talk about stuff like that. Nobody's going to say anything to you.
I'm disgusted, and I don't want to hear it again.
What?
Oh, what about what the huck?
Yeah, that's what we were going to go into. Have you ever do you like Thai food?
For me, Thai food is not so much a choice; it's a passion.
Well, this is probably some of the finest Thai food in the entire West Hollywood area. It's What the Huck, 323-654-7952. Again, for the finest in Thai cuisine, it's What the Huck.
This actually looks very excellent from What the Huck.
Can I have some, please?
It's not good when you eat.
What? I pick it up and I don't get any fucking food.
Test markets say they don't believe it when you eat some.
Then you pick it up next time, and from now on, you pick it up yourself.
All right, have a piece. Fuck, what a baby.
Christ.
It does have a bold
God
flavor.
almighty, what do I have to do to fight for a fucking piece of fucking chicken or beef? Whatever the fuck, my God.
Maybe you can start by yorking all the guys in the room.
How about go fuck yourself, huh?
You did have a point. It's funny because it's true.
That's What the Huck, 323-654-7952 for the finest in Thai cuisine. What's that number again, Perry?
323-654-9752.
Wrong. Give me the food back. It's 7952. I don't know if you've ever heard of this, Frankie, but this is maybe the finest thing that we do on this show. It's a little thing called mole play.
Mole play, let's play mole play. Mole play, let's play mole play. Mole play!
Now, if you've never heard mole play before, oh, I forgot to ask before we get into this. Do we have to say anything before?
Yes.
What do we say now?
You got to talk about what stuff is and what we're going to do in mole play. And I got to say what
No, about the home game. The home game.
And I don't get my commercial.
No, you don't, for 3 weeks.
Oh, no, they took the...
That was over.
No,
They took the home
last
game
week was
off
the
the
first
market
one.
because of all this.
Oh, well, now the last week was the first week?
And all this
Last
I
week
thought
was
I got it
when
back.
they took
You got
that,
it back, and
they
then
played with the game pieces.
Then you
I even said to
So all
Nick, I
those
doubt
kids
if you're
died,
even
but
going to
that's
allow
not
me
what
to do
killed
it again.
Nathaniel.
You're right.
Scaremaster killed Nathaniel.
I didn't kill no fucking buddy.
Well,
You fucking prick.
I think the courts say differently.
Yeah, right.
Um,
Sure.
Anyway, if you've never heard Mole Play before, Mole Play is a game that we play here. It's an improv game. This is where Mole will set a scene, he'll cast this scene, and then he'll direct the scene. Mole, what are we going to do on today's Mole Play?
Well, today's show is on March 30th. And everybody knows that today, on March 30th in history in 1842, Scaremaster, you remember,
I do.
anesthesia is used for the first time.
Wow.
In an operation by an American, by that surgeon. What was it? Crawford Long.
So this surgeon was a demented fellow who had sex with this girl anesthesia while she was under surgery.
Medical anesthesia. So we're going to travel back to that hospital room. Scaremaster, you're going to play Scaremaster who's in for surgery because you broke your neck skateboarding back in 1842.
Whatever.
And we're going to see the patient. The first time getting anesthesia done on him. And Dan, you're going to play Martha, the sexy nurse.
No fucking
All right.
way.
Relax.
God damn.
Frankie Machine, you're going to play Dr. Crawford Long, using anesthesia for the first time. You come in, you meet Scaremaster as you're about to put him under for surgery, and you have a rag in your hand. Mole play.
Okay, lie back. Lie. Relax. Why are you so uptight?
Because you're going to fucking grab my cock and I don't want you to touch me.
Well.
Well.
It's Martha.
Yeah. I'm not a faggot and I'm not going to allow.
My name's Martha.
You're not a Martha to me.
Okay. Well, he's not doing Mole Play at all. He's not even getting
Oh,
into
that's
his
right.
character.
Because I don't.
In walks Dr. Crawford Long.
This guy, I'm looking at the x-rays of this guy. It looks, the way the neck was broken, it looks like he had a fall from over 2 kilometers.
2 kilometers drive.
Doctor-
Try a fall from like 30 feet in the air, straight to the bottom of a pool.
Okay, doctor, that is true. That's exact. But have you noticed this? Let me show you your testicles. Lie back.
Jesus Christ, look at this guy. His
Let
pecker is
go
hard
of
as a
me.
rock.
Let go of me.
He would be a great assistant for you.
This guy, maybe I worry about this later, but he's clearly not one of those assholes that cannot get his dick hard in a group orgy. So I like this guy, but I have got to operate on that neck.
So the doctor pulls out a stinky rag out of his thing. Here, use this napkin from What the Huck. and he shoves it over the Scaremaster's mouth. Finally asleep, Nurse Martha is able to prep him for surgery.
Okay, time to shave.
Oh, Christ.
You're not supposed to talk. You're under anesthesia.
The surgeon tells Martha what he wants her to do on him.
No, this right now this guy is so out of it. It's like he's had about 18 Heinekens. But what I have to do on him is to operate, and the first thing we have to do is take a straight razor and shave his balls.
Nurse Martha takes off his fanny pack.
You're not touching me.
You're asleep.
You're not touching
You're
me.
not supposed to be awake.
I don't give a fuck.
What do you?
You're not touching my bag.
We need about 10 more cc's of the IV morphine
gonna
and
happen.
the other drugs to keep him asleep.
He shoves another.
It ain't
dirty-
gonna happen.
He is being really terrible.
I'm being
with
a fucking asshole.
Nurse Martha shoves a grape soda
I shouldn't
cookie
bring
in
the
his
bag
mouth.
in anymore.
it. Here, have one of these.
While she distracts him with the cookie, she grabs the fanny pack.
Fucking push that in my mouth again. I'm gonna split your lip wide open.
Speaking of splitting lips wide open, give me that cleaver because we have to undergo this surgery before the anesthesia runs out.
And that was Mole Play.
More play, let's play more play. More play, let's play more play. More play!
I see the clock on the wall, and it looks like time is just about wrapping up here. I cannot tell you how nice it's been to see you again, Frankie Machine, from Holland. And for the longest time, I thought you were German. And now I found out something new.
We've been through many miles, many moons together. With Barry auditioning from the startup days with Mole when he was a young, this young punk.
Yeah, fresh out of the mine. You just got muffins in Milwaukee.
This guy from Milwaukee trying to make it at dawn, one of the first guys that gives me my chance on television.
Oh, thank you. And you know what? Thinking back, I also got you the audition. I think Perry was the other guy. The Heads of Network warm-up came down to the Man Show, right, Mole?
That was it.
Yeah. And I had both you guys. You didn't do very well.
They don't want the Dutch guy. They wanted an American guy, which is the same reason I believe I was refused the role in the Windy City Heats.
You would have been great in it, dude.
I auditioned for I never know who finally get the part of Stone Fury.
Scaremaster did.
Perry did.
That was my role.
Yeah.
Hey, congratulations to you. That was a plum role where
The movie was all about me anyway.
What were some of those jokes you did that night?
my opening joke was how do you sink a U.S. battleship?
How?
You put it in water.
Okay. That's right. And I think from there on, the audience
Yeah,
really didn't like you.
I didn't like it.
Do you remember anything else you did there?
This is Jesus Christ. I'm traveling. I did not know that 9/11 was 2 days before this. I did not know that there would be this sentiment against
Battleships.
telling the jokes about putting America down. I did not know.
Comedy is all about timing.
Until only later do I read the newspapers and see the scope of the tragedy.
Right. Well, anyway, if you're...
No fun.
Definitely was not fun.
If you want to get in touch with us on the social network, on Facebook, I'm at Don Barris. My Twitter account is simply Don1. Walter, you are at Walter Molininski. Do you have a Twitter account yet?
What is that?
Twitter?
Oh, yeah.
He knows what it is.
Well, you tried to get it, but somebody else took it before
he
you could get it.
He
didn't
used
get
my
it.
name.
No,
at
he tried to.
323.
He tried to. He couldn't get it. Perry,
used my
you were
name.
on Facebook. You were at Perry F. Caravello at Caravello spelled K-A-R-V-E-L.
C-A-R is in car, A-V is in Victor, E-double-L-O.
And you were also on Twitter at
Scary Perry 818. I think that's where I live.
Frankie.
I'm at Frankie Machine at June 25th for charity.den. That's a Danish site, but it's .den. It should be .hol for Holland, but .den.
.den.
For Denver?
Okay. Keep in mind, that is the date that we are having the party, and then we are bringing in the holiday on June 26th. So for for me and for the rest of the gang here. Put it there, pals. Big 3. Hey, don't forget, if you want to catch me, I'm at the Comedy Store every night, late night. And on Monday, don't forget the Ding Dong Show, 10 p.m. Thanks a lot. See you later.